Because the girl was naturally sweet-looking, as soon as she posted her photos online, she immediately drew attention from a lot of guys. Among them was a boy who claimed he studied at a sports academy. Looking at the photos he sent, Annie was impressed. Over the next few days, the two started talking constantly, and Annie often waited by her computer just for Charlie to show up.
Who are you talking to?
I'm chatting, Dad. My friend Charlie from California. He's a junior and plays volleyball for his high school.
Will noticed what Annie was feeling, gave a few simple warnings, then left the room. At first, things went exactly as her father expected. Charlie behaved very properly in his interactions with Annie. Aside from everyday conversations, he also encouraged her to take part in more sports activities. One day after school, the popular girl at school suddenly approached Annie and invited her to a Saturday night party. Faced with the invitation, Annie got very excited, and that night she told Charlie about it, full of admiration and envy toward the popular girl. But unexpectedly, Charlie brushed it off, saying that in his eyes, Annie was the most beautiful of all. Hearing that, Annie couldn't hide her happiness. Her father noticed this and guessed it had to do with Charlie, so he asked about the boy's background.
His mom teaches kids with autism and his dad works for ESPN.
After hearing that Charlie came from a decent family, Will and his wife started to warm up to him as well and decided not to interfere in their daughter's relationship anymore. With her parents' trust and support, Annie became bolder and bolder, even taking the initiative to ask for a video call. But strangely, the other side always refused. The next day, Charlie explained himself voluntarily.
I'm really 20, so are you serious? What?
Saying he had lied only to reduce the age gap between them. Since their actual age difference wasn't that big, Annie eventually forgave him. Finally, Saturday arrived, and Annie carefully dressed up for the party that night. But once she got there, she realized that in front of the popular girl, she still felt like a complete country girl. Feeling disappointed, she went home and complained to Charlie, saying she felt way too conservative. But the boy actually seemed happy, thinking that now no one else would compete with him. Then Annie asked if they could video chat, but he said his camera was still broken. After that, they set a date to meet in person. Wanting to look perfect in Charlie's eyes, Annie went to the mall with her friend the next day and bought a more mature outfit. But when her mother saw it, she ordered her to return it. Already upset from what happened during the day, Annie was even more frustrated that night when Charlie admitted he wasn't actually a college sophomore, but already in graduate school.
What? How old are you?
This time, Annie really got angry, questioning why he kept lying to her. Then Charlie called her. His gentle voice came through the phone, and just a few soft words were enough to calm her down, making her feel he was even more mature and reliable. Meanwhile, on the other side, her father was helping his son pack for college. During that, he accidentally found some adult magazines in the boy's collection, but instead of scolding him, Will spoke to him as someone experienced, reminding him to respect women. The next day, Annie went to the door to see her brother off. She was so excited because Charlie was supposed to visit her that day, and she couldn't hide her anticipation. After confirming everyone in the house had left, Annie went to a nearby shopping area full of excitement for the upcoming date. She had no idea that the prince on the other side of the screen had already set a trap that would swallow everything whole. Annie could never have imagined that her online boyfriend was actually a greasy man in his 40s. Just as she tried to leave, Charlie told her his age was fake, but his feelings for her were real. As he spoke, he asked her to recall everything they had shared over time, all the things they had been through together. Faced with his sweet words, Annie started to lose her resistance, especially when he said he was about to leave with a broken heart and would never be able to love anyone again. Annie was finally moved by his so-called deep affection and agreed to go out for a walk with him before he left. But as they walked out together, they were accidentally seen by her friend Sarah, who was working nearby. Seeing how close they were, Sarah felt something was off, but since there were customers around, she could only let Annie leave for the moment. Then the two went to an ice cream shop. At first, Annie was still a bit nervous, but as Charlie kept steering the conversation, she gradually relaxed. She thought that although he was older, his mindset was surprisingly modern. Combined with her earlier trust and attachment, Annie quickly dropped her guard and began talking to him happily.
Hey, want me to teach you the secret Delta handshake? Got your hand like you're gonna shake mine.
Through this meeting, Charlie seemed to be observing her reactions closely, and without realizing it, Annie's trust in this relationship deepened even further.